Who should be your first Divine 1-star hero? We'll be going through that question in this video. But first, a quick message. Statistically, 89% of people are not subscribed. Guys, please subscribe. I've been working very hard on these videos. And it takes a lot of time, so yeah, please subscribe and I really appreciate it. Now, that's the hat, and let's move on. Should be your first Divine 1-star hero. There are multiple candidates. Let's hop over to heroes so we can run through them. Kensei is a very common one, I must say. I was planning on making him my first Divine 1-star, but I decided against that. I'll explain why later. Never Princess, incredible hero, good shout. Hellslinger, pretty decent actually when you get him to Divine 1-star and start applying the signature weapons. Tree of Eon, best tank in the game, should we go for him? Maybe, maybe not. Death Warlock, very good hero, must say. Monkey King, very good hero, especially at higher stars, so yeah. Underlord, yep, but pretty hard to get. Serene, where's Serene? Serene Guardian, very good healer. Pilgrim, yeah, but it'll probably be hard to get right now. Yeah, that's Serene. So who should it be? Let's think. I would go for, so what I've based this on is who is the best carry hero in the game. Currently, I would have to say it's the Never Princess. The Never Princess is probably a bit of a pain to get because I've done about 3,000 epic summons and I haven't ever gotten a single one. So that's a real pain, obviously. But the Never Princess, in my opinion, is the best hero in the game and the best carry hero in the entire game, and is going to be most likely my first Divine 1-star. It's just taking a bit of a while. Let's go to Never Princess. Let's go to stars. How far away am I from the next star? 32 Dark Heroes. Yeah, that's going to take a while considering I'm not willing to use the epics. Not the epics, the S tiers currently on her. Okay, so why is she so good? She's a very, very good hero. Almost every top level team in your arena will contain a Never Princess. That's just, I mean, it can't be coincidence, surely. Let's move over to skills, so we can quickly do some explanation. She's a single target hero with silence. The silence is very useful, very, very useful. But it's not even her best trait, which is incredible, right? Tranquility deals damage. Silences decent, and cooldown goes down if you get it to higher levels. Fine. Nevertear, very good. It's like Death Warlock's meteor thing, lots of meteors. And at the bottom it can also heal herself, which is lovely. Let's see. Abyssal Assault. Damage. Basically everything. And there's also a chance to reset it instantly, which means that you can just, I mean, mathematically speaking, you could just keep spamming it. It's unlikely, but you could keep spamming it. Similar with Never Life Drain. There's a chance to reset it instantly, which is amazing. Now, Sorcery Mastery is probably one of my favorite abilities in the entire game. It's just so good, honestly. Essentially, the Never Princess will cheat death. Ridiculous, right? When taken, Fatal Blow triggers a Never Souls and becomes immune to death. Only be triggered once per battle, which makes sense because otherwise she would be invincible. Essentially, while in battle, increases attack as well when taking fatal damage below Never Souls, and yep, immune to death for 5 seconds. If you go down here to the bottom, immune for 8 seconds, increases attack bonus as well, and increases attack damage till battle ends, which is ridiculous. Very, very good hero, and best carry hero in the entire game, in my opinion. That's why I'd say she's the best Divine 1-star. And the best dark hero as well, apart from maybe you could argue Underlord, but Underlord's going to be so hard to get. It's going to be so hard to get additional copies of him that Divine 1-starring him is just unfathomable for someone like me. And for the average player, I must say, it's unfathomable. Okay, so actually, how do you get copies of this person, this Never Princess? How do you get copies? There is a chance in the summons, but I've never gotten one, but you should be able to get it from there. I usually buy my copies from the Gem Outlet store, which is very, very good. Probably one of the best events in the entire game. It comes around every month, I believe. Very good event. That's where I get my copies. 10,000 for one. I think it's 2 for 14,000 or 16,000. But I always get 2 copies of Never Princess from the gem outlet store. That's why I save up my gems for that occasion. But if we hop over to summons, there's also another area in which you can get your Never Princesses. Wall of Elements. Down here you'll see a Never Princess for 40 of what are these called? Forgotten. Elemental cores. 40 elemental cores for Never Princess. That's worth it. I mean, where else are you going to spend your elemental cores? There's nothing else of note in here which is worth spending those on. I mean, Monkey King is nice, but Never Princess is so much more viable, and you can get all these other heroes from epic summons, apart from maybe Serene, but you can get Serene from the Soul Store and whatnot. So yeah, that is the best place in the entire game to get Never Princess, but obviously you got to be doing your elemental summons to get those. And Gem Outlet, don't forget Gem Outlet. Gem Outlet is very important. So yeah, Never Princess, in my opinion, should be your first Divine 1-star. That's what I think. First Divine 1-star Never Princess. However, most people are still going to go Kensei just because there's the $1 pack at the start of the game, which most people will buy because it's so good. I bought it. Very good. I've not spent much money on this game, but I did buy that pack. Must admit, I did buy that pack. Hellslinger would actually also be a very good shout to be your first Divine 1-star, because he'll do so much damage and he'll increase health. Is very, very good, and you need to apply the signature weapons to get demonized on just to keep increasing his attack bonuses, and use your runes. Use your runes to increase his attack speed and attack damage. He's also an interrupter, which is very, very useful. And yeah, that's what I think. That's who I would make my first Divine 1-star. Now for who I wouldn't make my first Divine 1-star, don't go for a tank. Not worth it. It's really not worth it. Because near the end game, you could also just... I've seen lots of players, they just drop their tanks. So lots of the teams in the top ends of the arena stores, they will not be running tanks. That can't be a coincidence, surely. So yeah, I would not do a Trio of Aeon. I also wouldn't make my first Divine 1-star a healer. I mean, Serene Guardian would be ridiculously good as a Divine 1-star, but obviously go for a carry hero. Go for someone who can do tons of damage and survive. Serene would be very good for, say, a second or a third Divine 1-star, but not first. So, let me know what you guys think. I think your first Divine 1-star should be your Never Princess. Let me know if you agree with me in the comments down below, and yep, thank you. Have an amazing day.